All right, everybody. It's gonna be a brief stream just to update some major. And of course, I think you guys seen it on Twitter, you've seen it on social media, you've seen it everywhere, Facebook. That Triple H has been named head of executive president of creative, or whatever the title is. Let me read this. Let's see. Yes, he'll be a head of creative, so he'll be in charge of everything as well as his executive vice president booking. So he'll be booking the matches. He'll be involved in creative. Sorry about that. I just had a phone call and had to do that. So what does this mean? Well, we have been waiting for this. What I've been waiting for this. What 10 years? Should have happened sooner, not later, as we all know. So this also means that Kevin Dunn is done. I mean, it won't happen immediately, but as you know, anyone that was a close to Vince McMahon or was, you want to say, one of his generals, is probably going to be phased out of WWE as far as being in charge. Now, for those of you who don't know who Kevin Dunn is, let me look up his title. Well, Kevin Dunn is the head of distribution and TV production, and you're going to see a lot of changes in that direction until they find someone to take that spot. He will be in that role, but he will be under the thumb of Triple H. So, and from what I read, that he's been selling a lot of, not Triple H, but Kevin Dunn has been selling a lot of his WWE stock. So out by the end of the year, if not sooner. So this is great because what does this bring with Triple H? And because basically that's what it is. Stephanie's going to be, and of course Nick Khan is the co-CEO, as it has been reported. And so what I see is that running the front offices, which would be like the day-to-day operations of WWE, will fall under Stephanie McMahon, the and Triple H, and Nick Khan will be doing the corporate side, like the deals and the financial side of the company. So this is going to work out to be a great partnership because one person, with a company the size of WWE, one person, can't do it all. And I think that's what was Vince's downfall. For all the good that he's done, he just had himself spread too thin. And with I mean, with the global realm, and so that's where I think it is. And I think Vince should have stepped down about 10, like I said earlier, 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, because this is great. Because what does this bring? You know, they can address some of the things that Vince McMahon does not like. Tag teams. Maybe we can finally build a tag team division in both the men's and women's rosters and make tag teams relevant again. Because, hey, how's it going, Brian? Just talking a little little wrestling shop. Hope you're doing well. I will do a match after my brief little. Let's stay here. So hopefully, that we get a we that they refocus on tag teams. I'm pretty and because they can do that, they have the talent, and you could bring up younger wrestlers through tag teams, like they, like how it always has been, and then they could branch out into singles. But we can make the tag team division relevant again, and something interesting because I think that's what's missing is a and the women's roster, and I know Stephanie McMahon is committed to that, from what she's always said. So I think without her father in the way and his lieutenants, her and Triple H can uh, work on those weaknesses of WWE. And I think there's going to be a little more continuity with the storylines. I don't think when uh, when you bring someone up from NXT that they're going to have to change their name. They're going to have to change their whole change their whole way of working. Yeah, because you're not going to see. Yeah, and so that's what's going to be good, and that's how it should have happened. And I think uh, Triple H is more approachable to the talent. The the and that's what I mean. And that's what it is, and that's how it is these days. As a boss and someone in charge, you have to be available to the talent, and the talent has to feel comfortable with you. And I don't, and they, I mean, of course, Triple H is authority, but I don't think they're going to feel like um, scared to approach him with something, with ideas, because I know Hunter or and he has a very good rapport with the wrestling talent, with the wrestlers. And my thing is, oh yes, and Brother Love is gone. He is in a he is in he is just in a in one of the front offices. Yeah, and Kevin Dunn will, and like I said, if you haven't heard earlier, a few minutes earlier, Kevin Dunn will probably be gone, and he's the one that runs distribution, television productions, as a as a as some people refer him the Hollywood guy or the TV guy. He'll probably be gone by the end of the year, if not sooner. And I'm just repeating. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but here's the thing: some of Vince McMahon's stupid idioms, and I say idioms, or banned words will go away. You'll be able to say professional wrestling in WWE, and not a wrestler will be able to say professional. They'll be able to say belt. They'll be able to say whatever they. You're not going to have these uh, banned words, this banned word list. So, and I think that and that in itself will help wrestlers. But and you can take pride. I'm a professional wrestler. You don't have to say you're an entertainment performer or whatever the heck they were calling themselves. None of these stupid euphemisms. You some wrestler if you're not you know entertainment performers or whatever you know they say it is. So that is a plus. And what I'm and that's what I'm excited about. Do we get a do we get a you know do we finally get a decent tag team division of both men's and women's? That's is that is what I said is sorely needed. Maybe a cruiserweight intercontinental. It doesn't have to be cruiserweight. Maybe intercontinental. Yeah, a cruiserweight title, intercontinental title. Make those belts mean something. Yeah, I mean, and I do like the unified title. That is great. You can really strip down some of that, not have too many. Maybe have a heavyweight. Maybe have a heavyweight or heavyweight title, and then a world title, and that is the one belt. So that is great. So moving forward, we're going to see some interesting times for WWE, and this is what it needed. This is the pop, the injection uh, to make uh, make WWE a little more relevant. You know, it's not, and hopefully it's not the same old WWE and the same old boring matches. I mean, lately it's been good, but not where it needs to be, not where WWE should be as the global giant in wrestling. And I think Stephanie has earned her stripes, you know, over the years, and and Triple H, of course. And so this makes sense for 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 their investors, for the for the TV producers, you know, for the stations, the TV station, the networks that WWE is on. So that's why I say you're not going to see drastic changes right off. It's going to be implemental, and I think it's going to take anywhere from 6 months and maybe 6 months for the changes, and maybe you'll see a definite result by the uh, in a year, or if not sooner. But that's where I'm seeing the time frame is. But it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be less chaotic. A little, it's gonna make a little more sense. Uh, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be a lot better than what we've had currently because you got someone in charge that knows the wrestling business inside and out, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley or Paul Levesque, because you saw what he did with NXT, and he has his people in place, and I do believe you're going to have people wanting that either want to AEW or other promotions want to come back and work for WWE under the era of Stephanie and Triple H, or like I said, the Authority era, you may want to say. But this just makes it great because this is what all of us that are wrestling fans have wanted. We wanted Hunter to be in charge of WWE, and we finally got that. We don't have Johnny Ace or John Laurinaitis, who I never liked. Um, Bruce Pritchard isn't a minimal role now. He'll probably just be like a right hand little right hand man or little assistant. Yes, it is creative. My co- yes, it is. But what it is, what we get now, this makes wrestling fun. This is what we wanted, you know, and I'll keep saying that. We wanted this, and we're getting it. And I think this is a great combination with yes, yes, it is. And we can say wrestling, we can say professional wrestling in WWE. I think all that Vince McMahon idioms are gonna go. Yes, and that's what we waited for. And and as I said before, and I saw this, and I'll repeat this again. And I hope Hunter does this when he first addressed, you know, the WWE universe. That the pain, the pain is temporary, but WWE is forever. That's what he should say. It's just a paraphrase something he said um, about back in 2012. You know, so but that would be a big pop, and that's what everyone. That's going to be a big. I don't know if he's going to go tonight. I don't know if they're going to announce it tonight. Yes. Well, it's you know, it just this is something that needed to happen, and they tried to put it off, and I think it would have happened sooner. Yes, thank you. But this is what, and this does great for all of professional wrestling because now WWE has an opportunity here. Hunter and Stephanie and Nick Khan have have an opportunity here to really shape out WWE and take it into the future. I do like that they did strip away the PG rating. Yes, yes, oh, I know. It was just, and so is John Laurinaitis, you know. So does and so this is another person, Sean from Monstar Wrestling said, and he's doing a poll. So if you want to answer his poll, does Sasha Banks come back? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe is she burned out because of what happened, or can Stephanie and Hunter, who she's close to, you know, bring her back? I don't know. I think Sasha's done, but it'd be interesting if you get her back. But what what what? And here's another thing I'm thinking about.